All right, so let's begin the work. So far, I have only done one thing, and that is, if you notice here on the layers, I've added a rectangle and given it black color, and I've locked it on screen. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come here on the left-hand side and press the artistic text tool, and I'm going to write the word long shadow. Currently, it's black color at default. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, press the move tool. I'm going to change its color, and I'm going to make this green color. If you look at the Affinity font, the official green color, something similar to that. I'm going to write A7F176. I'm going to press tab, and now you can see it's this green color. I'm going to grab it and bring it here in the center, and I'm going to make it a bit larger so that you can see it nicely. Now, let's quickly change the font, and I'm going to make it this font called Museo Moderno, and I'm going to make it come down here to black. I'm going to click on the text, and I'm going to bring it down, and I'll make the first word capital, long shadow. I'm going to grab the move tool, and I'm going to align it to the center of the screen. I'm going to make it align like this. Sometimes it's also aligned to the left, so you can align the text itself to the right, and then you can align it to the center of the artboard. And I also want to reduce this distance. For that, I'll quickly go here in Window, Text, Character, pull down this menu, and where here it says the leading override, I'm going to reduce the distance to something like this. I'm going to close this, and I'm also going to make the size of this text bigger. So I'm going to hold Control and make it bigger, something like this. So I'm going to make it to 50 points. And I accidentally moved it, so let's quickly center align it once again. All right, so we've set up our text nicely. Next, now let's work on adding the long shadow that we want to. Make the long shadow, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the text, and I'm going to copy it by pressing Ctrl J. It will duplicate it. You can also click on this, press right click, and simply press duplicate. We have the same green text color layered on top. I'm going to click on this bottom one, and I'm going to change its color. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to make it white. Okay. If I hide the text that's on the top, you can see it's white below here. Now, to make this long shadow effect, we're going to duplicate the text as many times as needed to create this long shadow effect. For that, already grab this text that's on the lower layer. I'm going to simply press Enter, and this will open up the Move and the Duplicate menu. So I'm going to fill the value on the horizontal to be 2 pixels. And then on the vertical as well, it has to be 2 pixels so that it creates this nice 45-degree angle. And now I'm not going to change any of this. I'm going to come down here and press duplicate. And here, let me fill somewhere around 300 copies and press tab. And you can see it has almost covered the whole screen. So I'm going to make it to 320. So with this, we have covered up the whole screen. And if I move it out of the way, we can see it gives us this long shadow effect. But the moment I press OK, notice how things change here on the right-hand side in the Layers menu. All right, I'm going to press OK. So we have this long shadow here with us. But what it did essentially is that it has added all 320 copies, one after the other, for us quickly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this text that's right below this green text that we have. And I'm going to move down all the way down until the last one, hold Shift and click on it, and this has selected all the 320 layers that we want. Okay, so I'm going to press Ctrl plus G to group it, or you can simply come down here where it says Group Layers and press it, and this will group the whole layer into one single group. And now when you hold it and move it, you can see it moves the whole group together, but since these are 320 layers, it takes a bit of a while for the software to update it as we try and move it. So that is why you see this jaggery, fidgety kind of movement. So I'm going to press undo to bring it back in position. All right. So we have our long shadow ready. Now, if I select the group again, I can change its color to whatever other color that we want. But of course, since these are 320 layers, it makes it very heavy as a text to move around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it white, just the way it was. And I'm going to press right click. And here you can come down and simply press on rasterize. All right. So the moment you press rasterize, Now it's one very light layer that is much easier to manage. So I'm going to press undo. But what you can also notice is here that it's no longer a vector shape. It says it's pixel. All right, so that's a difference now. So because of that, when you try and change the color of this layer with it selected, it's no longer working. And that is because now it's not a vector anymore. And when it's a rasterized layer, you simply cannot change the color from here, okay? For that, we will have to go here, down here in the FX where it says Layer Effects. When you press on it, it will open up the Layer Effects menu. And to add a color on top of that, or to be able to change it, we'll come here where it says Color Overlay and tick on it. And this will overlay a color that's right on top. Right now it's black, so it's completely vanished. So if I click on it and change it to something else, it will update itself and you'd be able to see it. Okay. In fact, not only that, instead of a color overlay, you can also add a gradient overlay and change the gradient just the way you want. But right now, we're going to stick to just the color overlay. So once you click on this color overlay, all you have to do is change the color to your own liking. And I'm going to make it to a nice shade of blue. I'm going to make it 2E3 1AC. I'm going to press tab, and this has given this nice bluish kind of a color. And now you can reduce its opacity as well if you want to. I'm going to keep it to around this 80% on the normal mode, because the moment you change the modes, it would change the way the color is. And right now I'm going to keep it on the normal mode, and I'm going to press close here. And there's one more thing you can do. Go back in the FX and make sure you press this scale with object, so that if you have any other of these layer effects that need to rescale themselves with the change of the size, it would be able to do so. And with that, our tutorial is complete. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll be back again with another tutorial. Thank you.